Today I will tell you the story of our Kudremukh trek. The Kudremukh National Park spanned over the Chikmagalur and Dakshina Kannada district of Indian state of Karnataka. The name Kudremukh means a horse face. This is because the peak looks like a horse face. Situated over the Western Ghats mountains, the Kudremukh National Park is known for its scenic beauty and its peaks like Kudremukh, Netravati, and Budhagiri. So let's start the journey with us. There are multiple routes to reach Kudremukh. You can get a direct bus from Bangalore to Kalasa or from Mangalore to Kalasa. We have chosen the route from Mangalore to Kalasa. Kalasa is a very small hilly town where you can get many homestays. You can stay there, and in the morning you have to start the Kudremukh trek, which is from Balagal. Balagal is another very small locality. From there you have to take a jeep, and that jeep will take you to a place that is the base camp of Kudremukh trekking route, and it is 10 km away from Balagal. Balagal is some 8 km from Kalasa. You can easily get bus from Kalasa and come to Balagal. We stayed at a place named Haranadu. Haranadu is again 7 km from Kalasa. So in total from Haranadu to Balagal is nearly 15 km. So we travel this distance by a bus. The jeep from Balagal to the base camp cost around 2000 rupees, and you have to hire one guide. That again cost 1000 rupees, and one guide is for 10 people, so you can divide among yourself. And most importantly, make sure that before coming to the trek, you register yourself to the Karnataka Forest Department's portal. As of now, the registration fee is 575 rupees per person. And if you are carrying a camera, they will separately charge you 300 rupees. So be aware of that. And while entering, the policeman will check whether you are carrying some plastic bags or not. So you are not allowed to enter the national park with any kind of plastics and non-disposable materials. It is also our responsibility to make our vicinity clean. The total trek length is 22 kilometers, 11 kilometers up and 11 kilometers down. For us, it took around 8 to 9 hours. We started at 8 a.m. sharp and we came back around 5 p.m. The entry time is from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. After that, you are not allowed to enter the park because it will take much time to go and come back. And you have to come back before 6 p.m. This is a rule set by the government. This is because the national park is a residence of many wild animals. Like while returning back, we saw one Indian bear. I'll rate this trek as a moderately difficult trek, but remember that it can become difficult due to the slippery paths and steep points if there is some rain. You have to cross a lot of streams and waterfalls. At least 10 to 15 of them you have to cross. So be prepared about that. If you are wearing some footwears that will be wet throughout the journey, and this trek goes through a beautiful rainforest. Sometimes if you are alone, you will feel the loneliness inside the forest. Some part of the forest is so dense that very little amount of light comes in. If at some point you fell behind your team, then you can really feel the mystery this jungle contains within. So I suggest you to wear long socks and tuck your pen in it. After crossing a long way through the jungles, we will finally see a beautiful view of Sahyadri mountains. At this point, you have to start the first steep ascent of the journey. Though climbing this region is a little tough, but I assure you that the beauty around will surely mesmerize you.
Which one is the Kudremukh Trekking?
After the steep climb, when we reached a point which is a small valley, the clouds started playing with the mountains. Through the less dense clouds, the Sahyadri mountains look like someone is lying on the bed and someone has put a green blanket on it. It's very difficult to express this beauty through words. Even a 10% cannot be captured through the lens of my camera. If you want to experience this mesmerizing journey, then you must have to come and witness this beauty through your eyes. Walking through a path of dreams, we finally arrive at reality, where we have to execute some of the steepest path of our journey. By this time, both dense and less dense clouds occupied the whole region here and there. Climbing the steepest paths through these clouds, we finally arrived to a valley, from where it's now only 1.5 kilometer to the peak. After this valley, we found another stream that is the last stream of the whole journey. Now we can see the peak.
আমরা পিকে পৌঁছে গেছি। এখন এখানে বসে বসে খাচ্ছি এবং পিকে পৌঁছে সেরকম কোনো দৃশ্য দেখতে পাচ্ছি না, কারণ চারিদিক মেঘে ঢেকে আছে। আমাদের মুখটা থেকে বোঝা যাচ্ছে নিশ্চয়ই।
Only 300 people are allowed to do this trek each day, and when we arrived at this point, there were Already some 50 people around the peak. However, the weather was not so good and we were unlucky. We could not see anything from the peak. It was full of mist around. Now we have to start the return journey to reach the base in designated time. But coming back was not easy. Rain came in. Every path now became so slippery. A lot of people stuck behind us. We were not so fast in climbing up, but while climbing down, we were among the first few people. Finally, we reached the base camp within the designated time where our jeep was waiting. Once we will all become old, before that, see the Kudremukh.